Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Welcome to today's session. Welcome to the Black Forex Academy, where we explore the fascinating world of trading. Hopefully, while you're here, you'll gain some value. So in this video, we're going to go over the pre-market analysis. We're going to look at the pairs, what we anticipate will be playing out for the coming week, what potential trading opportunities we have. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do stick with us until the end. Consider subscribing if you find value in this video, and share with a few friends that you believe will also find value in this video. With that being said, let's get it. So we're going to start off with DXY, obviously the US dollar. We can see right now it's in a bullish trend. As prices were coming down here, it was a bearish trend, consolidated, ranged a bit in May, and then at the beginning of May, and then mid-May took off all the way until the end of May. So for the coming month, what are we anticipating? Because obviously this month is at its brink. So you can see if we look on the monthly perspective, it only has 3 days until it ends, and you can see it's a solid bullish engulfing candlestick as it engulfed the previous month's candlestick with a strong momentum, right? Now, if we consider what's the anchor candlestick in this scenario, obviously it will be this bullish candlestick, as this bearish candlestick came and then it didn't really engulf the candlestick. So this is still the largest candlestick, right? So we have to consider that we still have a bullish perspective in this area. And obviously, if we look at the structure from the past out here, we see as if prices broke above this structure, broke above it, retested, and now we might be looking to see a continuation. However, right now we should keep in consideration that the world's fundamentals are really playing hard in this thing, right? Like in June, the US has to vote if it's going to print more money, or it's still just going to hold off and expect, some kind of stimulus. Like, that's a great fundamental that will greatly impact how the US dollar will actually be in the near future, being positive or bearish. I mean, bullish or bearish, right? So we really have to put all those things in consideration. But in the time being, we're still going to be following on the technicals. So obviously, we're still bullish biased. Let's take a look at it from the weekly. From the weekly, we can see that we're still bullish biased, and we are actually aiming to see prices hit at least this high up here. And then once prices break above that, if prices break above this, then we'll be looking for prices to push all the way until it reaches up here. But currently, we first have to reach here, break it, and then we'll consider those highs. But our first targets are here. So if we switch to the daily, obviously we can see on Friday prices closed with a doji, indicating a lack of momentum, and it's on a significant high. I think it's a 4-hour high. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a 4-hour high. As you can see here, prices created resistance with that. So on the daily, prices closed with the doji on that high, on that resistance. So we may be seeing prices retrace a bit, because obviously we see kind of a lack of momentum. So we might see prices retrace to this level here. As you can see, it acted as a support back here, also as a resistance back here. So it's obviously a very significant level. So we might be seeing prices retrace until on this high here, before we actually see its continuation until somewhere up there. And then from there, should prices break that, we'll be looking for prices to reach our final targets up there. So currently, we should be anticipating some kind of retracement before we see a continuation. So yeah, that's what I'm anticipating on DXY. Now, let's look at its pairs and anticipate what's going to be happening for the coming week. Obviously, we can see EURUSD also closed with a doji. So we should be anticipating that kind of move. This is just what I'm anticipating, guys, right? Excuse me. But obviously, we might also have this. Prices can open with a great bearish momentum, break below the structure, maybe give us a retest, then come here. All of these are possibilities. Now, how do you know which one has played out right? If you see a bullish engulfing candlestick form here and close, then you can obviously anticipate that this move is the one that's going to play out. But should prices open with a bearish momentum, close below here, then we'll be looking for sales. So don't stick with one perspective of the market. The market, you need to be adaptable so that you can actually evolve with the market. Not, you know, those type of traders that they think or they analyze the market and then they believe that maybe Euro USD is going to buy. So even if Euro USD starts to sell, they're just going like, okay, it will come back, it will come back, it will come back, it's going to buy. Sometimes they may even have entered the trade, which is insane, right? So they'll just like, it will come back, it will come back, instead of realizing that the market isn't going to buy and it has already started buying. You need to adapt and start selling, but you are still in a buy trade saying it will come back. You need to be adaptive. The market can do anything. It can buy, it can sell. Follow the market. Don't predict it, you know? So that's what's up. Euro USD, these are my anticipations. Should prices close with a bullish engulfing candlestick, we're going to buy. If it breaks below here, we're going to sell. GU, same thing, same thing. So obviously, we can see here prices still closed with a hanging man. So we might be seeing a retracement until these lows, and then we see a continuation until it pushes somewhere down here. The lows I'm talking about, mind you, this is a daily time frame, so you need to go to the lower time frames. That's the low I'm talking about. So prices may reach there, give us a retracement, you know, and keep on pushing lower. Gold prices have also reached down here. They're on a resistance. They're on a support structure, excuse me. So we might be seeing prices push until somewhere up here before you actually see them drop again. This is just a pre-market analysis, guys, so I'm just taking it from the daily perspective. I'm not going to the lower time frames to show you the exact entries, but obviously you understand, like during the week I always update you on what's happening, the moves on the lower time frames, so consider subscribing. JPY, let's take it from the weekly. Oof, this thing, man, this thing I anticipated to reach all the way down here, man. That's what I'm anticipating. Prices have a very high possibility of reaching down here. As you can see, it just took out this low, and now it's almost as if I can say it's clear slate, because all of these are just minor resistances, right? So obviously this is the main target, man. And look at that momentum, it's just gonna keep dipping. So prices just broke another low on the daily structure. So according to the daily structure, I might be anticipating to see prices retrace until here before you actually see a continuation. A retracement before you actually see a continuation, for prices to push all the way until they reach down here. But again, as I said, be adaptable. The market may break below here because it's coming in hot. And then once we get a retest from there, then we can actually swing with it all the way down here. So these are the two scenarios that I'm anticipating to see play out on JPYX. So on JPYX, if prices play out like that, how should we be anticipating to see prices move on USD JPY? On USD JPY, die highs will be the first targets. So prices have a possibility of retracing again, as I said, until it comes up here. Okay, so this is where I'm anticipating prices will actually come back to retrace. And then from here, we'll be looking for that move. And should prices break above that resistance zone, we'll actually be looking for prices to tap that structure up there. Again, look for entries in the lower time frames. Don't look for entries on higher time frames. Eurojpy, this is from the daily. We've obviously seen prices break structure after structure. It just broke above this resistance, gave us a retest, and now it's looking like it's pushing higher. So let's see. The trend is still looking sharp. The trend is still looking sharp. As you can see, it's very steep, so that's a good thing. So I'm anticipating to see prices reach on this structure, retest perhaps on this trend line to gain some more bullish momentum, and then take off. And once it bounces off that trend line, it will be its third touch. It will obviously be its third touch. Something like one, this will be its third touch. So we might get a very strong bullish momentum, a strong bullish bounce from it. Should it confluence with this structure here, it will be even heavenly. Like, those type of trades where it just comes here, the wick touches down here, and then it takes off. That will be a heavenly trade. So yeah, if you want to get updates on this, be sure to join our Telegram group. Obviously, it's linked in the description. Cadjpy. This, I'm anticipating to see prices keep on pushing higher. Main targets are obviously somewhere up here. As you can see, this is a ball pattern. It has to be filled. So prices, I'm looking for them to reach up here. So obviously we can see it has broken above with a strong bullish momentum, reached die high. So as we're anticipating to see retracements on both the US dollar and the JPYX, Cadjpy may be looking to see a retracement until somewhere down here before you actually take off to those highs. So those are the pairs and the way I'm anticipating them to play out for the coming week. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to change, what you'd like me to improve. If you enjoyed the video, what pairs should I increase? All that. Let me know in the comments below. Till then, appreciate you all. Remember subscribing on your way out. Till next time, cheers.